I understand your desire to apply this wonderful vulgar trial round. But it's so exhausting to discuss useless things, so let's just get on with it already. Oh, it's so sad. My chest hurts. Fortunately, having to do this is so sad.
Hey, come on now.
Hey, you don't go talking without permission after I've already said my catchphrase.
Now I'm really angry.
Otherwise, I'll roll the dice, and based on the results, I'll give you a sex change operation that many times.
Hey.
What an extreme punishment.
Now then.
Let's get on with it once again. Let's get a move on, boys and girls. And so it begins. I hope this will never happen again. Now it's happening for the 4th time. Turn to the 4th class trial is about to open. Nakamura Nirai, the ultimate team manager. He was more passionate, more daring, more honest than anyone I'd ever met. Truly, he was more man than any of us. He sacrificed his body to protect Akane, and his appearance changed drastically because of that. But he still tried to live earnestly. And just when I finally got used to his new form, Megamaru's killer is one of us. Everyone's dying. Killing someone because it's the only way to survive is no excuse. I won't let this be excused. I won't forgive this. The person who betrayed Nekomaru, who betrayed their friend, I will never, ever forgive them. And so, this life-threatening trial dueling with hope and despair has begun. I mean, I probably had to, but you know, save thing pops up, I have to save. I don't think we have new skills, so I'm just gonna go in. I keep forgetting. Actually, I could have bought skills. But it is what it is.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, if you vote correct, I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and raring to go. Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
Huh? I'm not the main ingredient, right?
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me. I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is. I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it?
Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
Sure.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape Tower from Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning? Don't tell me you three were together since last night!
Calm down, Soda.
I am not some woman with flexible legs.
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House and went to the tower together.
And then, the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously. As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
I should probably think about this, because, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little
Forget
confuzzled.
these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer. Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
Well, we don't know
What
that.
do you mean, definitely?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruel. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes.
Yeah, because I have no idea who it can be. I mean,
One of you better hurry up and confess.
it'd be weird if it's
or I'll break all of you in
suicide.
half.
Unless it's gonna be a situation in which they tried to kill, but he finished himself off.
You're the cruelest one here!
I don't know.
Now. Enough with the lovers' quarrel.
I don't know who we go.
We need to think about this seriously. We don't have
I
the
think I trust
luxury
people
of
too
discussing
easily.
irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
The incident notwithstanding,
I
I
guess I
also
don't
have
trust
many
Nagito,
questions.
but I don't think he killed because we were playing as him.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon.
Huh?
Well, the weapon is obvious, right?
Huh?
What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You can totally tell just by looking.
You can tell what the weapon is just by looking. Wouldn't be much of a mystery if that were true. The only thing at the crime scene that looked like a weapon was probably the sledgehammer that we found, or whatever it was, the mallet. I don't think that was it, right? Yeah. I mean, I would assume that's what he's
I guess we
referring
should figure
to.
out the weapon first.
But yeah, I guess
The
we're
weapon
trying
was
to
right
figure it
there at
out.
the scene of the crime.
We'll see
Killer,
what's
huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him!
I don't know.
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right! It was a surprise beating! The weapon is decided!
So, what are we trying to do here? We have the contradiction between the hammer, I believe. Or agreeing the fact that he got surprised.
I guess we should figure out the weapon
It's
first.
over pillar.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the
chain,
crime!
Pillar fragments.
That pillar, huh?
Oil on the floor.
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer
Okay, let's look at all the things again.
and beat the crap out of him!
Beat the crap out of him. He
If it was
definitely was beat up.
unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right! It was a surprise,
beating.
but the weapon is decided!
Let's look at our stuff here. Truth bullets. Alright. So the wire was part of Necro's body, left leg were tied with a metal wire. The tip of the wire also tied it into a loop. Which is weird. The only thing I think of... Oh no, that would make sense. I don't think that was on the thing. Oil on the floor. The majority of it came from his fatal head wound. One of the pillars on the side of the door was tipped over. The damaged area of the pillar was also stained. It was so heavy that even two people couldn't touch it. Norman's hammer was completely clean, almost as if it was brand new. Oh, is that what the friend says again? Well, that's definitely not what it is. It's not the chain for sure. I don't think it's this. I mean, that's what he's trying to say it is, but it's new, so, I mean, just trying to avoid that, right? Is that all the things? There's like 5 bullets, I believe. The chain, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I guess that's it. Alright. Actually, I believe there's 2 pillars, wasn't there? Was this also part of it? However, there were no fragments on top of his body. The thing had to fall beforehand. Makes sense. Because he probably knocked it over. Whether it be by accident or not, we don't know yet. This wouldn't make sense it would kill, because we're trying to figure out the weapon. I don't know what we're trying to go for. Do we have a truth? Should we look at it one more time? It's 2 things, right? Is it 2 or 3 things? Let's take one more look through this time. Oh.
I guess we should figure out the weapon.
The weapon was right there, just
That pillar, huh?
no, the hammer. The killer used that and
Thanks,
beat
there's
the
actually only 2
crap
things.
out of
Beat
him.
the
If it was
crap.
unexpected, I suppose
That's
and
right. It was
surprise
the
beating.
weapon is decided.
Okay, beat the crap out of and surprise beating. So we're either agreeing the fact that it was surprise beating, which maybe, or we're saying he wasn't beat the crap out of, but I mean, this is very odd, right? This looks like beat the crap out of, especially with all the dents, so I mean, I would imagine we're trying to agree with him because of how beat up he looks. Right? Maybe? I don't know. Fuck. So... this is not on there, right? It's tipped over... What would be used? I just don't know. I mean, how else would he have wire on him? Maybe that's what we're trying to say? Got surprised? Maybe? I mean, this would be the thing, but I don't think it's on there, right? Because wire, oil and floor, picked over pillar, new looking hammer, and chain. I believe that's all of it. This is... The fact that they're saying this looks new makes me think, okay, well, if it wasn't used to beat the crap out of him, because it wouldn't look new otherwise. Hey, am I overthinking this? I don't know. I'm really trying to think about this.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime!
Oh, broken doorknob's in there too. Oops.
That...
What was broken doorknob? I mean, that wouldn't be anything to do with surprise. Doorknob found under the tipped over pillar. The screws at the base are pulled out, and there are some scratch marks on the knob itself. One of the doorknobs from the far back of Strawberry House is missing, so this doorknob was originally attached to the door. I don't think this has anything to do with anything, right? So, we don't know anything to do with this specific thing we're trying to figure out. Because we're trying to either agree with the fact that he was beaten by surprise, or taken by surprise, and then, or disagreeing with the fact that he was beaten. But I don't know if that's the case. Maybe we just start shooting, because my guy's like, the hammer, but, you know. The fact that he's saying, maybe we're disagreeing, the being the crab out of him, maybe we're trying to disagree about the hammer, that's what that's supposed to mean. I don't know why they would just highlight hammer though. If that was the case. You know? Maybe start shooting shit, I don't know. I'm trying to actually genuinely think about this. But like, I don't know. Because we have disagreeing, the stuff we have, like, the fact that we're trying to agree with him, the fact that he was taken by surprise, like, I don't know what we'd use to agree with him if that's the case. Because again, he looks beaten up. I was thinking like wire, because like, I mean, he had to be taken by surprise somehow if it was not the wire. I mean, the wire kind of shows, like, how else would this be tied to him? As is. That's the only thing that kind of makes sense to me. I guess we could try it, right? Give it a shot of
Killer, huh?
No, the hammer! The
think
killer
we
used
did,
that
though, man.
hammer
Use a hammer
and beat the crap out
and
of
beat
him.
the crap out of him. Beat the crap out of him. I mean, he looks beating the crap out of him, that's the thing. Oil was flowing out of Magmar's body, the majority of it came from his fatal headbutt. Right? That looks like he got beaten the crap out of. That's the only reason why I'm like, I don't know why we disagree with that.
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right.
There's
it
no
was
shot
a
this
surprise
is it,
beating.
right? Yeah, I figured.
Damn it!
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
What would it
The weapon was
be?
right there at the scene of the crime.
Are we using these?
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer!
Taken by surprise.
The killer used that
taken
hammer.
by surprise, you know?
And beat the crap out of him.
Unless we're disagreeing with that. But why would we disagree with that? His body's so fucked. But like, I also don't know, like, what would we use to agree with the fact that he was taken by surprise with the stuff we have? Because none of that stuff makes sense either. Also, yeah, I just realized that's his chain, right? Did he have a chain in his robot form? I don't remember. I think that was his chain. Ah, yeah, see his chain right there. Yeah, so I think that's supposed to be his chain. Although, doesn't matter, it's not what I'm trying to figure out right now. Anyway. Fuck, man, I actually generally do not know what it could be. Because we're trying to... They have two different pillar things. I mean, the pillar fragments would be something to disagree with the fact that the pillar was easy to kill him if it landed on top of Nekomaru. But we don't have an option. It just says beat the crap out of. Pillar fragments would do nothing, right? In that scenario. Or in the scenario of took him by surprise. You know, that actually makes sense. They would not have been taken by surprise if it wasn't for the knocked over pillar, right? Maybe that's what we're doing then. Right? I gotta choose a robot though. I mean, kinda be surprised if they somehow got his button, but it's behind a thing, so it'd be kinda hard to do. I guess we could try to tip over a pillar. Well, no, let's agree though. Never mind. Yeah, it doesn't make sense, actually. Alright, back to being start. Fuck. I don't know what to do, man. This is, We only have two things, that's the crazy part. We're stuck on the first fucking one. Beat the crap out of. Wait, so we had wire, which we tried for which one? I don't know what the loop would be. Yeah, the loop kind of makes weird, like, why on either end, really. In fact, that loop's in the boarding. Well, on the floor. I mean, I guess we can use this to agree. I guess that makes sense, huh? I mean, it says most came from his fatal head wound. That would make sense. I think this is probably the one that makes the most sense, to be honest. I don't know what this case would be. It's just like the wording at the end where he says something like, it does kind of look like the hammer, but so it makes me try to think like, okay, maybe we're trying to disagree with the beating the crap out of statement, but so this is probably just placed there. But what would it even dented in? That's the thing that's weird. You know? I think it's one of these two. The chain doesn't make any sense. Unless that's like trying to corner him, right? Which, I guess? You could kind of push that, right? Like, okay, you're trying to corner him, so... Because we're trying to figure out the weapon too, right? That's the whole point of this whole thing. It's just weird, because like, I don't want... I'm agreeing with him the fact that he definitely looks beat up. But are we trying to disagree with the fact that the hammer is not what we're looking for? In that case, what would it even be? I mean, the only thing that makes somewhat sense is tipped over pillar, but even then... I mean, the oil is on the top of it. Which is very weird, Man, I don't know. This has nothing to do with anything, like, as far as this goes. The big ones for me right now are... maybe the chain, to agree with the fact that it was taken by surprise. Sure. and maybe these two. I don't know why exactly the pillar. Just trying to think, like, if we're trying to disagree with the weapon, the only one out of these bunches that would disagree with the hammer being the weapon would be the tipped over pillar. But how to fall over is the question, which I guess that might be something we're pushing towards, I guess. In fact, maybe we try and tipped over pillar.
If it was unexpected...
That's right.
The
weapon is decided.
So my guy says the hammer in the tower was the weapon. Like he said, it looks like that's the case, but... Yeah, so the fact that he says but makes me think, oh, we're trying to disagree with the weapon. We could try to tip over pillar.
Figure out the weapon
see.
first.
The weapon was right there to...
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him!
Fuck. Clearly not then. I know, that's what I'm saying, man. It doesn't make sense.
I guess we
I'm
should
so
figure
damn
out the weapon
confused.
first.
I'm actually so confused.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime!
That pillar.
No, the
Are we
killer
agreeing with
used
them?
and beat the
Is that where we're
If it was
going?
unexpected as a...
That's right! It was a surprise beating!
Fuck, dude.
I guess we should figure
So
out
if it's
the
not
weapon
those
first.
two, what the hell else is it,
The
man?
weapon was right there at the scene of the crime!
That pillar, huh?
It's
No,
not the
the
wire.
hammer!
Oil on the floor.
The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him!
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right! It was a surprise beating!
It doesn't make sense either. Yeah, I don't even know why I tried that. It doesn't make no sense. I just trying to
guess
shoot
we
you
should
because I
figure out the
don't know
weapon
what the fuck
first.
I'm supposed to do. Change
The
it.
weapon was right
Okay,
there at the
we,
scene of
we
the...
did say
pillar.
change
No,
and maybe be
the killer
surprised
used
beating,
and beat
to
the
be fair.
crap out...
If it was unexpected, I suppose that's
Skipping, skipping,
right.
skipping.
It was a surprise beating!
Okay, that's not it either. I don't know what it is, man.
I guess we should figure out
I mean,
the
we shot
weapon
them all,
first.
basically. The only ones we haven't used
The
are
weapon
pillar
was right
fragments, which
there
I
at the
don't know
scene
why
of the
that would be
crime.
anything.
That pillar, huh?
Oil on the floor.
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer
There's no shot
and
this
beat
is
the
it.
crap...
If it was unexpected, I suppose that...
That's right!
Right.
It was a surprise beating!
Yeah, I was gonna say. Maybe I should read that. Did you
guess-
say anything of importance there? I don't think. I think just making fun of me.
We should figure out the
Pretty
weapon
fair.
first.
Okay, how do you open the transcripts? Okay, I don't know.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime!
What the hell is it? Actually. Weapon at the scene of the crime. I don't know what I'm... I don't know if I'm just an idiot, or if I'm just overthinking shit too much, or what the case is, because this is not obvious to me. Because the only other thing... All we have is to either agree with him, the fact that he got taken by surprise, or... Which, I don't know if he did get taken by surprise. The fact that there's a rumbling noise makes me think no. Maybe we're not trying to agree with that, which makes sense based on what he said at the end. But then if we're trying to disagree with the fact he got beaten the crap out of, that's weird, right? Because he looks beaten the crap out of. That's why I'm also very confuzzled. Because we tried to use wire, man. That was right left leg, we tied up with the metal wire. The tip was also tied into a loop. I don't think that would be it. Right? Because, I mean, the only thing we have is either to agree with the fact that he was taken by surprise, which I don't know. One is the fact that there was a giant noise. Granted, if he was taken by surprise, I guess it could have. It's a robot, so he could have fell over, I guess. Like they had to get to, I'm assuming they had to get to that, but they had to break the case open apparently. And with all this, it doesn't look like by surprise. And the guy says at the end, you have to... like, the hammer looks like it, but it puts a but at the end, which makes you think, oh, we're trying to contradict the hammer thing, but what would we even contradict it with? Because if the chain was on there, that wouldn't make sense. Pillar fragments is on there. I mean, that doesn't make sense either. Right? Right? I think that would make sense. What else was there? There was broken doorknob. Under the tipped over pillar, the screws of the base were pulled out. Scratch marks from the knob itself. One of the doorknobs from the far back door of Strawberry House was missing, so this doorknob was originally attached to the door. I don't think this has anything to do with it. The screws at the base are pulled out, and there's some scratch marks on it. I don't know what the scratch marks mean though. I mean, first instinct would be because it was hidden under a pillar, but I guess I don't know how. I'm assuming they just snuck it in after the pillar already fallen over, rather than it being on the ground than it fell on top of it. But I guess how else would we find this, I suppose? I guess this might have something to do with it. The wire. I don't think this has anything to do with it. I mean, this definitely shows he's beating the crap out of, that's for sure. I don't know what else it would mean though. I don't think this, I can't imagine it being anything. Because we're disagreeing with the fact that he got beaten the crap out of, and agreeing with the fact that agreeing with the fact that he was taken by surprise. But I think we're trying to disagree the beating the crap out of thing, which seems weird to me. Because I don't know, I guess we could, I don't know. I guess we just try shooting again. I mean, we're at half health already. It's falling unhealthy. I don't know what the hell I'm missing. That's so weird. I feel like I'm missing something probably fairly obvious. I'm just an idiot. I guess we just try shooting. What? Dude, now I'm thinking about this. Yeah, the fact that there's a scratch, the fact that it's talking about the scratch marks, I don't know if that's, I'm overthinking it or not, that's the problem. I guess we could try, I don't know, what would he even shoot at it though? I mean, I guess, well, this looks be open though. Maybe what did we use this on? Or did we use it on anything? I don't remember. I usually have to shoot something and just try to get it wrong. See, I wish I had some form of idea where to even begin. I bet you something so damn obvious. I'm just an idiot. Or, I guess. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I think I'm just overthinking it.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him!
Such an idiot.
No, that's wrong!
Idiot, dude. I'm such an idiot. Jesus Christ, dude! That's so obvious too in hindsight, but I was trying to think like, okay, well, for not using the hammer, but I guess, yeah, whatever.
Why
Sorry,
not?
speaking
Why
words.
can't you accept it?
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body. Just like human blood, right? If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later.
Why?
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
Be kind of
You're
weird,
pretty
yeah.
insightful, baby gangsta.
Baby gangsta? Me?
Just so y'all know, I was trying to test you guys. I thought, maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
It's Larry says
Seems
that.
that was a waste of time.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Then, how about we look at it from a different angle?
What's it,
If
Jackie?
it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
Last weapon has oil on it, but if it's something at the crime scene that had oil on it, the broken pillar had oil on it, also his body.
I see!
Alright.
The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Then that pillar is the weapon. Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar.
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if you
True.
use 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
Why?
We tried to move it, right?
I don't know, we had to go do
Yeah,
that.
that pillar was pretty freaking heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide.
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
I was thinking he
Well,
ran
I
into
guess
it,
you're right.
What the heck?
and... but it does bother me a little. The word suicide. Oh, you're thinking about that. I'm trying not to think about it. Rest in peace, Saga. No, that shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would
But
commit
that's
suicide.
a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other
And
weapon
we'd
we
have
can
a
think
flashback
of.
there. Is it possible?
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Huh?
What's
For
that?
reals?
Yes, for reals.
I see. So my gut was right after all. All right. It's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all. Sonia, here I go!
Yeah, let's then take another 40 minutes trying to figure out this part. Let's see. Alright. Wire, good night button, oil on the floor, typical pillar. Let's see what they have to say first. I don't know.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed
the
right
pillar
for his
over.
head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl. I'm
should've paid
getting
attention.
hella excited.
So, killer murdered Nekomaru by tipping over the pillar? Is that really it?
There's
I was
no
thinking pillar
need to lift that
fragments
pillar.
because you would see
If the pillar was
the
not
thing
lit, beating
on
him with it
him.
is
What about tipping the pillar?
That's the only one we have, by the way.
Even I could, considering the it probably
Pillar's
exerted
weight.
a ton of.
Sonia, I'm getting hella excited.
Pillar's weight? I don't know. I think we just shoot Sonya, right? It's her thing. I was thinking because they would have had to fall first because Nekomaru fell on top of it, right? So I would imagine this would be it. Maybe. I don't know. Let's give it a shot. We'll see what happens. Let's give it a shot.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lit, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over?
Hey, we got it. First time. I'm proud of myself. Try not to fucking lose this time. Alright.
Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar. Then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
Huh? Fragments?
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
I briefly considered that too, but it's probably not what happened.
I see. That was entirely my bad.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Why are you so certain about that?
I just have a feeling.
A feeling,
feeling?
huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we?
You know something, Nagito? Even though you're an asshole?
There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
What's that?
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
You guys...
God,
as usual.
say something, Nagito.
You're unable to clear a path to the future
I hate
with your
you.
own powers. So you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation?
I wonder what made him change
You
like
make
this.
me laugh.
Right?
What did you say?
Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
Hey, Nagito. What the hell happened to you?
I don't know what I was
How
about to say.
come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Ultimate weapon?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know. But I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
We've seen it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who
Okay,
has
buddy.
claimed
Hey, calm
dominion
down.
over evil,
Let's
am
go.
the
We're
ultimate
chilling.
weapon. I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 dark devas of destruction.
I see.
I don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse.
Huh? The secret of the funhouse?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
No, thanks, buddy.
Except for Hajime?
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse. Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
Faux show! I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
2 houses are connected to the tower in the middle. I thought that at first too, but I ended up finding proof that completely contradicts that. Alright, we're talking about the fact the body never moved or whatever. It's a strange feeling in the tower, as they call it. Alright.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
I think I'm supposed to do that, right?
So that's the secret of the
I
funhouse.
think I'm supposed to do that.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10
Okay.
years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
Okay, there was kind of
In truth, Strawberry Tower are actually the exact same.
No, that's wrong.
Alrighty then.
Both of those towers, are they really the same place?
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
I mean, doesn't it seem strange? When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower
rooms
from
rotating
Strawberry
then?
Hall, his
That'd
body
be
was
weird
in front
too,
of the door to
right?
Grape
Did you
Hall.
notice that? Oh shit, maybe that's the rumble we heard.
It's
Well, no, because we
probably
would've-
some kind of trick, like the floor rotating
Felt
180
it?
degrees.
No, maybe
or
not.
something.
Maybe it's, I don't know, we'll see. We'll
If
see
it
what
is, then
happens.
see, that means it could have passed
I think we
the
would've heard it
exact
before.
same place, right?
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again.
Bow down.
Alright, you got it. Wait.
Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
Well, we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, but we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it. While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there is no bread, let them eat cake.
Why are we arguing this? Does make sense? Wire, oil, tipped over pillar, new looking hammer, chain, doorknob. I'll be honest, I don't know what we're either. I'll be
There are
honest, I
many
don't
different
know what we're
ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved.
Slice,
The
slice,
pillar
slice.
could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
7 dash slices?
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved
Oh, am I
piece by
waiting?
piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
This is so long to cut, dude. Jesus fucking Christ.
There are many different ways.
Will it disappear if I wait?
The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Jesus Christ, okay. I hate that.
Moving the
anyway.
body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
I mean, he's not even supposed to do
It
this,
seems
though.
you have forgotten.
What have I forgotten?
Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene, he could have moved it all, easy as pie.
Okay, so we're doing like, fuck. I think we need
It seems
to
you have forgotten.
chain, right? Question mark?
Monokuma is
Fuck.
surprisingly strong, wielding the power, the pillar, the body, he could have moved it all,
Fuck.
easy as pie.
wait, again. Wait back.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly wielding the power of the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene.
Fuck, it's not that? Shit.
Crap!
I'm just thinking over
It
again.
semes you have forgotten.
Alright, hey, you want to pause it for a second? I hate this. What else was in there? Oh, the oil might be it, actually, because I think that's on there.
Monokuma is surprisingly strong,
Yeah, sure, oil.
wielding the power of the pillar, the body, everything at the
Actually, are we supposed to...
Allow
Okay,
me
there
to
we go.
cut through
We're good.
those words.
No problem.
Moving the body and pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
Yeah.
Huh?
When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
It's all right. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the E-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
If they're not the same building, or two different buildings, then what are they?
Good question.
No idea, huh?
This mystery ties into the secret of the funhouse, but we don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. Then the only thing we can do is rely on the person who has the clues, even though he hates us or something. I don't know.
Nagito, I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up. Fine. I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
He saw it, so I don't even know why he's acting so... He saw it, right? That's what the window thing was,
Give
but
us
we
an
didn't see
answer,
it.
Not a friggin' hint.
Which is cheating,
But then it wouldn't
I
mean
think.
anything.
Unless it's
I
something
need
else
you
he
guys
saw,
to do
which we
this
might
class
come across
trial
later, but we'll see. So I can't remember, I think it was part of the funhouse, but it might have been something completely
It's also
different.
important for me because it will help me determine something.
Determine? What do you mean? Are you talking about the traitor? I forgot about the traitor. If so, why did Nagito say that all of a sudden? Did something happen to
But
him?
how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I wonder if we're gonna be the traitor.
I have a good reason for that.
You just forgot we're the traitor. Be kind of weird.
The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
You performed the appropriate action in order to learn the secret. Could he be talking about the life-threatening
I
game?
see.
You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right.
Which is weird he's
Hint
acting
is
so
what I
high and
saw
mighty.
after I cleared it.
Because you're just lucky. It's the only reason you got through it.
In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself. From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you. At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
You took
Oh,
a picture?
imagine that.
Yep.
Nagito grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital camera from his inner
See?
pocket.
This is it.
And as he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture.
Let me explain it to you again. I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room. But don't you think it's weird? If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
Lots of things that should make sense in this
Then
picture.
let's begin. Shall I call it thinking time?
I don't like how you said that. What? Doesn't make sense in this picture. I don't know, I'll be honest with you. I mean, trees are a little weird. 'Cause we're like, supposed to be in like an amusement park.
Here! You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right? If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then, this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Not because there's a bunch of trees.
I see. And is that it?
Nagito says there's lots of things that don't make sense in this photo, which means there are other contradictions contained in it? That's not a question. I said it as a question. Didn't mean to. What doesn't make sense in this picture? We're doing it again. I don't know, this thing? I don't know what this is supposed to be. Wait, what's my idea?
Crap!
Fair enough. I don't know what else, man. I think this is part of the whole tower as well, right? I mean, I'm not sure what else we would hit. To be honest. I can't imagine the sky being the thing we touch. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Same thing, right? Yeah, same thing.
Here!
Let's do this then. Should've done that first.
If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was, Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle, which means if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House
That's what we're
behind
trying to go behind. Gotcha.
But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
Fair enough. I guess that.
That's right. Good call.
Thank you.
In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
It's not? Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me, if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this. It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student. Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
The other clue. Was he talking about that one time? I think I remember this, right? Question mark?
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already.
Top floor. So the third floor?
But the Monokuma Archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
Oh, that thing just now on the other hand. Figuring out the mystery behind the funhouse's structure. The reason Nagito appeared from the third floor, using the photo he took, I might be able to find the answer if I just think about it. Alright, let's do this. I don't know if we can figure it out, I'll be honest with you. Oh fuck, we're lottie diving in? Alright. Can you speed up again? Alright, there it is. I fucking forgot. Okay, triangles jump. Good to know, good to know. Oh, you pussy. Oh, you pussy. Alright, maybe we shouldn't go full speed ahead. Just kidding, full speed ahead. Do Strawberry House and Grape House both exist? They exist, right? I'm going into this thing. This.
Oh.
Close. It's moving right now.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Question 2. Strawberry House and Grape House the same building or two different buildings? Are they the same? No, right? They had to be different because we're in different rooms? Question mark? Well, shit. Okay, I'm going this one. I don't think this would be it because we're different. Okay, same building. Sure, yeah, never mind. So where were we even at then? I guess closed off rooms maybe? I'm very curious. Keeps moving. Question 3. How are Strawberry House and Grape House positioned with each other? Oh, gotcha. I guess horizontally. Or no, vertically, you dumb idiot. Why did I think it's horizon? I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Horizontally was up and down for some reason, like an idiot. Fucking dumbass. Alright, anyway, we're good. I was right the first time. I'm just an idiot and mixed the two somehow. Bright color. Man, I almost perfected it. But I for some reason mixed the two, and I don't know why I did that.
Got it. I know the secret of the funhouse.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There is only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Of course.
Same building, different floors?
Then the two houses aren't two different 3-story buildings. They're actually one 6-story building?
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Strawberry House is located floors above Grape House.
I see! On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located. Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
You proud of me, Nagito?
Oh, snap. I never expected that the two houses were connected vertically.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with two different shapes. A quadrilateral and a hexagon, overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it? Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses were two separate, distinct buildings.
In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
You've just been Kuma'd!
Alright,
Don't
buddy.
you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
Then it's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House. Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Aw, your precious hammies don't know? But it's so simple. Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves
will
this
ya?
mystery in a flash.
Alright.
Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
Oh, definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
Everybody calm down. Alright, see what he has to say.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash. And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
What am
You mean
What?
a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight.
So which one was the fake body?
Shut
really what
up!
we're
Just
going
pick
with?
one of.
That doesn't sound. Where's the Monokuma files there? Okay, so that several of the bodies are damaged due to this many assumptions that shut down. This doesn't symbolize anything to do about bodies. I don't think we're doing. Is it dummy? I guess no. No. Oh, the chain. Okay, so that is kind of weird, huh? Wait, what? Wait, now I'm getting confuzzled. Now I'm getting confuzzled. Yo, can I look at that layout of the building again? Cause yeah, there's a chain here. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of is like, the chain was part of it, right? I think it was. What was my bull team? Chain? Fuck. Dummy of Nekomaru's body existed? Does that mean the killer prepared it in advance? I mean, the only person who would do that would be the one guy. But even then, yeah, how would we have tools to make a whole robot, isn't it? Fucking good.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Broken doorknob.
Then hurry up,
Strange
dumbass!
ceiling tower.
One
Wire.
of the bodies in one of the
Good night
towers
button.
was actually a dummy.
Tipped over pillar.
You mean a fake body?
I'm thinking
Nekomaru died with a
chain or
mechanical
wire.
body. It should be possible to
body.
construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of
Yeah,
them!
so it has to be the wire or because what? That sounds impossible. We're talking about the fact
I'm
that
gonna
the
solve this
dummy.
mystery in a flash!
Then hurry up, dumbass!
The only I can think of would be the
One
wire.
of the bodies in one of the towers
I don't know if it is the wire. We're gonna try
was
shooting it. Fuck
actually
it.
a dummy!
It's not the wire. I had a feeling. I don't know because we're definitely trying to contradict that, right? But I don't know what we.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
But you gotta give me more time, my guy. Tipped over pillar. Good night button.
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
I don't get it,
I'm
man.
gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
Fuck you. Strange failure
Hurry
tower.
up, dumbass!
One of the
Not use this
bodies
again,
in one of
would
the
we?
towers was actually a dummy!
Yeah, because what else would you?
You mean
this
a
wouldn't make
fake
sense
body?
if we're trying to disagree with the fact that it's a dummy.
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
Maybe that's what we're
You're
trying to go with.
magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
I don't know about that though.
So which one was the fake body?
You want whatever. What was? Button in the back. When the button's pressed, all his functions cease, and he is forced to enter sleep mode. We tried wire. I was just thinking because. I mean, is there more than one wire? I don't know. I guess if you get a whole fucking robot, though, I suppose. Tipped over pillar. Oh, maybe it's tipped over pillar we're looking for? But I don't know if that would be the case. We tried chain, I believe. That didn't work. Then we have, what was this part of it? I can't remember if this is part of it or not. Strange feeling in the tower. Regardless of whether you enter the tower from Grape Hall or Strawberry Hall, the placement mechanisms are tipped over the pillar and oil stains. Even the assembled parts is your arranged to look exactly the same. Oh. Maybe this is what we're aiming for?
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
Fuck. Let's try shooting it.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dumb...
Okay.
No, that's wrong!
Probably should read the notes more, huh? Alright.
Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
Huh? Me?
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said,
Was that the part that kept the range from the body moved too?
right up until that moment,
I actually
you were
don't remember
disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right?
I guess it has been a
The
few
killer
days
couldn't
since
have
I've
known
played
how
it.
you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke. You are joking, right?
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
I see. That is disappointing.
I think at that point you'd also be.
Even more disappointed.
Oh, that's right.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
A device like that? Oh, yawning, fuck. A device that transports things to different floors in the same building. I feel like I've seen that before. Alright, let's do this. I don't remember. But I might have seen it. No, fuck, I hate this. Shut fucking fuck. Alright. What is a device that moves to different... Wait a minute, it moves to different floors. What's that about? We're referring... yeah, E-L-E. Those are like only A's. Ah, fuck. How do you spell elevator? This is E. Alright, I thought it was an A for some reason. Oh, what up? Why is he moving so fast? Oh, you dumb bitch. Alright. R. Fuck.
I got it! You must be talking about an elevator.
What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator. Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator. So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall,
which would make sense why it takes a bit. Originally I was thinking, oh, I guess you can't have certain people, but then we start splitting up into different rooms anyways, so that makes perfect sense why it was an elevator.
It all leads to the same room.
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower? And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower?
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right? But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
Things that didn't change when we moved between the two towers. That includes the body, the pillar, and the oil. We've been talking about this stuff for a while now. There should be anything strange about them, not even the fact that they all moved with the elevator. The one thing these all have in common, they're all on the floor.
I see!
Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
And?
And?
Why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer. The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
Something unique about the elevator. Only the floor moves?
I see!
So that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Only the floor moved?
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's
Which is
why
initially
we saw
what I
different
thought
doors
they were
in
talking
each
about.
tower.
I
Which
especially
means
the
on the
dining room
first
kind
floor
of
of
gives it away
Grape
too.
Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Just for show? Why was something like that necessary?
So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified. It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
Right.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Did you hear that, mon ami?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
Like, there's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
True. Probably use the press buttons. Seriously, hold on.
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse. The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand.
I feel like this is so much that I think Nakamura did kill himself, but he might have been
Using
attacked
that as a
first
clue,
regardless.
we might have discovered the truth.
I don't know. You get something moving, you know?
The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually
Granted,
one
I could also
vertical
be
building.
blindly trusting everyone, as I tend to do.
The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right? If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
Let's see. Now that you mention it, I completely forgot about that matter.
If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But does this reflect reality? Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator. Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower. Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
What does this mean?
I agree. But what does this mean? If the two houses are connected vertically, the position of the tower should be the same on both sides. But in fact, when my back was facing the elevator in Grape House, the tower was on my right. And when my back was facing the elevator in Strawberry House, the tower was on my left. How can I break through this contradiction? What are we working with here? Connor's account, Viega's account, contact elevator, not gonna show me free range. No, option 7 tower. I should probably look at these accounts, because I don't know.
If the two houses are connected vertically...
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning...
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
The government's are matching arguments. It sounds like it makes sense, but is it really correct? I guess we'll look at these accounts to see what we're dealing with here. A rumbling noise, 5:30 a.m. For Yuko's account, apparently for Yuko, Sonic, Marvel. For the first floor, Strawberry House at 5 a.m. I don't think any of those have anything to do with anything. The contact elevator used to move between both houses was broken and no longer worked. Apparently broken at the Grave House side, so the last time used it would have been at Grave House. Reading myself a seconds. So... Oh, was his account in here or no?
Two houses are connected vertically.
Vigo.
The elevator should move.
I took these words in here.
Vertically, not horizontally.
Sort of contradicting.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind, the towers are in opposite directions.
Fuck, not the right one to contradict. We're contradicting the other one.
Ugh! If the two houses are...
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
No, that's wrong.
My bad. My bad.
The elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Huh? Me?
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you, right?
Oh, that. Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees. It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side. Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
Interesting.
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
That's not splendid at all. You're inhuman.
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with.
That's true.
I'm different from these lowly humans.
All right,
So
well.
we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my... I can't believe I have to explain that now. As long as you know what an Octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
What an octagon means, that is an 8-sided
I
shape.
see! If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
I didn't expect you to know that.
Okay, buddy.
For a substitute reserve course student,
Alright, come on.
quite knowledgeable. I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
Place befitting of the name Octagon. It's probably... I mean... No. Yeah, 6-sided.
Crap!
Well, I don't know where the fuck the octagon. Like, oh, I guess this. Maybe.
Crap!
Okay, I don't know. What the fuck you want me to hit? I actually don't know. I'm about to lose this. Fuck. Like, we don't have anything else. I don't know, I guess we'll start shooting shit. What's this? This is supposed to be the hallway, right? That wouldn't make sense. None of this makes sense to be an octagon. That's why I'm very confuzzled. I have this. I don't know, dude. Jesus Christ. I don't see anything that could be an octagon over there. Am I dumb? I mean, yes, I am. Obviously, there's something here. Why does this take fucking forever? But what could be an octagon? I don't see anything. Because we're just pointing at those, right? It looks like it. So none of this makes sense to be an octagon. I'm so damn confused. What have I not hit? what have I not fucking hit? Bro, I'm about to look it up. My dumbass doesn't know what this could be. I think I shot everything. That's why I'm so damn confused. There must be something I didn't shoot. Oh, fuck you, fucking Monaco. Yes, I'm looking up the damn answer because I don't know what the fuck it is. That's rude. I know, you just kill me. That is...
Here!
Explain to me again, please. I don't get that at all.
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Why is that place the octagon?
See, I was like, that makes sense. But you don't see it, so that's why I was so confused. But that would be in between, I guess. So I guess we're supposed to guess that.
You know how the four-sided strawberry house is on top of the six-sided grape house?
Alright, I kinda hate that. Maybe I'm the dumb one, to be fair.
If you cut a four-sided shape out of a six-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
That's basically the gist of it.
Sure. I guess.
The true identity of the octagon is that secret room in the depths
Yeah,
of the
because
final
didn't they
dead
call
room.
it that too? If I remember correctly,
In
it's been a bit, to
actuality,
be fair.
that place contained various weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
Maybe that's just me. I'm curious. I'm gonna see if other people have...
That's a little different.
I'm sure they figured it out.
I learned the true
because it makes sense
identity
as
of
the
the
final
ultimate
dead room,
weapon
right?
at
Because
the
it definitely talked
octagon.
about that. That was my first thought. I was like, oh, I can't rotate the map to see it. But I should have guessed, yeah, because it was supposed to be going down, right? Because then we got to the other floor. Whatever.
The
Whatever.
true
Moving on. Sorry,
identity
pass
of
it.
the ultimate weapon is the funhouse, which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru.
Oh?
Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery, and then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
The funhouse itself is the weapon. So they killed using the building structure?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime. It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
The funhouse is a true identity of the ultimate weapon? What does this mean? How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? And who is the killer who did that? That's the bigger question. Who is the killer? We're going to intermission, aren't we? God damn it. Fuck. Told myself I was going to stop during this moment.
Hiya!
Oh, why hello there. I thought of a new bad word to call one of me. I can already tell I won't be pleased by this. Then let me say it right away. I'm already used to insults and slight. There's no way I'll get hurt by a mere word. Mononomi is a serious Stufatly. That's much more straightforward than I expected. Stufatly, huh? That's not it. That's not it at all. Stupid, fat, and ugly. The perfect gesture and attack, incorporating all three of these, would be... Ta-da! Stufatly. There's a fat hidden in there?
Okay, everyone, all together now. Monami is a serious Stufatly.
Classic Monokuma. Wouldn't expect anything less.
Hello. I hope your day is well. I'm trying
Fine.
to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up. Ugh, my heart's thumping like crazy.
Music's a banger, though.
I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy. Yeehaw! But be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
Okay. Alright, we'll save it here, then we'll finish it up maybe later today? Or to do it tomorrow, we'll see. I gotta go get some work done. Alright, cool. Yeah, so I don't know who it could possibly be. We'll either find out. I mean, we'll find out next time. I feel like he might have gotten hurt by someone, but he ended up killing himself before. But I don't know. We'll see. Who knows? It's literally just a guess because I don't know what else to think. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of thinking like I kind of trust everyone, but I probably shouldn't be doing that. I don't know who would kill, you know? I guess I don't think Akane would kill, but maybe I don't think she would though. I guess we don't really know much about Sonya or like Gundam. You know, they haven't played like a super big part, so I guess maybe, but I don't know. I kind of trust everyone at this point. Who knows? We'll find out next time.